What's going on, guys? It's me, KayzatoAzuma, Azuma.Creations, or Tom, or what the heck you want to call me. And today we're back with another episode of Minecraft Modded Survival. If y'all like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and follow my social medias and so forth. But let's get started. So if you haven't noticed, there are some slight differences. I raised the ceiling a bit, and not just in my room, but in the entirety of the house. And I added like signs and a slight decorations. I cleaned up the floor. I was pretty busy off camera, especially with this. I love this glass. I tried to make like a cross of some kind. I didn't. I think it worked, but I want to get some stained glass to fix it up. But yeah, it kind of looks like an altar hallway, which I thought was really cool. That's kind of something I was kind of going for, kind of not. We finally got Mazel a bed and a bedroom. He's in here. So there he is. Hey, Mazel. But yeah, I'm happy to finally have that all set up. And yeah, it looks nice. I'm gonna add more decorations later, but for now it's good. I updated like the areas around it as well, so make it kind of look cleaner and nicer. It took a good minute. I think I was at this for like 2.5, give or take, hours. I honestly could not tell you. Like I was just moving and grooving trying to get this done. I updated like as you can see, it just looks a lot nicer. Oh, I should probably go into the storage or something. I don't know. Yeah, there's a garden. The dividend. I'm spacing out way too much for no reason. Um, No, it definitely improved. I'm liking the decorations as much. Like, there's still more to do. Here is the storage unit. I keep saying I was coming near, but yeah, I just added signs. I expanded the storage thing a bit, so it's like there's more stuff, or at least more stuff to space, and it's in its own separate area. I do want to kind of still move some stuff around because I feel like some of these stuff shouldn't be in that chest, for example. Like the rooms should have their own. I made something like specifically for furniture, so when we get to decorating, we can start doing that more. Which might be today's theme, sort of. Since I built the furniture crafting table right there. Yeah, we got some more food, so we're living the dream. But I'm trying to remember what I was looking up. Kind of, I honestly can't remember. I think I was looking up like a generator or something, but I think there was something else. I don't know. But anyway, as you can see, we've been busy. We got things done. But before I forget, I should go ahead and do the verse of the day. And let me find it quick. So the verse of the day, while I'm looking it up, is oh, before I forget, I should note like I chopped down like a bunch of trees. Like I said, this is proof right here that I have just been busy. It's gonna be 1 Peter 1:30. Praise be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. In his great mercy, he has given us new birth into a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. Which that's a good verse. I like that. But yeah, uh, going back to the goal, I want to build like a watchtower on that tree right there. My goal ultimately, I want to shout out my friend Dylan or Country Boy. He's playing Minecraft on his own time, and he built like this really cool like platform, like watchtower. So I'm gonna end up building that. Some. I also want to build a bunch of other stuff like I want to go ahead and build what was the thing like a chapel, and then I want to build some inns or buildings for villagers, so we can start bringing villagers over this way and kind of form a small-ish community. I don't know where like all this stuff is gonna be, but it's definitely gonna be around here somewhere. But let me check something real quick. Uh, Sorry, I'm just checking to make sure my recording is working because I've been having issues. I got a new if the audio sounds any different, I got a new mic, and funny enough, a lot of this is kind of it's hard to explain how this is working right now. So the video you're watching kinda had been the audio has been corrupted. And I'm kind of going over some of the corrupted parts of the video, as much as I can, and maybe more so all of it. So that's why it seems like I'm a little off with my words. So I'm rewatching the video while trying to input the audio to test out the mic and so forth. But I actually don't remember anything of what we were doing, but I kind of vaguely have an idea. So I'm kind of treating it like I'm doing the recording with the audio. I don't know if that's a cheap way to go about it. It's just going to be for this video and one other sort of, but nothing too crazy. Um, but no, I don't really have much planned for this video. This might actually end up being kind of a short video in comparison because ultimately I did do a lot of updating. Like I want to kind of focus on decorating and just kind of exploring a bit because I do want to see a lot of the more of the surrounding areas. Because like I want to get like one thing I definitely do need is like a hut and such. And what else was I saying? I'm sorry, I'm like spacing that way too much. Anyway, yeah, I will say also I'm so happy I caught Kratos because one thing I realized about him is he's the only Pokemon I have with like a fighting move. So taking out Bunnelby's not really strong, but it just made it so much easier to just get rid of. Oh, I also upgraded the guard. Like I said, everything in the house got upgraded, so nothing new. Why is there a Deerling? Well, anyway, the goal basically, like I said, I want to do decoration stuff, like with the Furnicraft, as y'all can see. But I also want to do like some more exploring to see what else we can find because I believe we got our class upgrades now. No, we have not got our class upgrades. This episode, we are getting our class upgrades, and that we are going to get ourselves kind of set up to be able to do so. So it's going to be kind of a mixture between decorating, getting a bit of a power boost, and kind of just exploring more of the main land area as much as we can. And I guess just my usual rambles and such. But yeah, like we definitely need some sugarcane because, like I said, I want to make we need to make more books and bamboo. Just I don't know what bamboo. I don't even know what the use for bamboo is. If y'all know, let me know in the comments below. So as of this recording, so the visuals were from a few weeks ago, but most of this audio is from the 16th, the day Pokemon Legends ZA drops. It has not arrived in the mail. I was gonna stream it, this day, but I guess not, so that sucks. But aside from that, the hold on. Aside from testing something. There you go. Anyway, aside from the oh crap, I lost my train of thought completely. But oh yeah, so aside from the ZA thing, I was talking about shit. That's what I was thinking about. Sorry, I just had like a massive space out. I'm just like I'm finally having some days off, so my brain's just kind of numb today. But anyway, the so one thing that did come in the mail for me because I ordered also a new mic and a new headset. So this is kind of also me giving rise to testing it out and seeing how it works. And so far, like every test I've done, there's been no issues thus far. There's like a slight tweaking I had to do, which took majority of the last 2 days because my mic and headphones came in on the 14th of October. And I'm trying to get them tested, make sure they're working. I still have some issues like when it comes to certain recordings, but I think I got it fixed. But that's more so crossing the fingers kind of threshold. But yeah, they've been nice. Like I got the headset I got. I don't remember the names of the headset, but I remember my microphone is called a Fifine AM6, which was apparently really good for like all kinds of content. So hopefully that remains true. And one thing that I do want to also announce that will be changing is how I record my videos. I'll actually start using OBS to record my gameplays. I feel like it'd be a lot more fun to do it that way. Plus, I can probably tweak it a lot better. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I'm not actually sure if it'll be better or worse. I've been using the game bar recorder to record my videos, which I might still do to some extent if I have to, but I want to try to upgrade my stuff. Also, I want to explore these what do you call these? Like these landmarks, like that ship, the ship right here. I want to know like what it's because I'll be honest with you, I don't know if it's a good. It looks ominous, but Who knows? Maybe they'll be really cool people and we can make really good friends or something like that. I don't know. So I say we check it out and hope for the best, in all honesty. I would like to, I want to make a base on a ship, but, oh, that's a torpedo. I was like, what the hell? Oh, I love Sharpedo. Sharpedo is definitely one of my favorite. I don't know if it's my favorite water or my favorite burn type, but it's definitely an up there Pokemon for me. Let's see what's up here. I'm really curious. And I'm out. Nope, I'm not dealing with that. I have no idea what that is, and I don't want to find out. And like I said, I'm reliving the video. I really don't remember any of this stuff. Like I'm getting some vague reminders, but like other than the fact that like I don't know. I think I found. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I just don't. I don't have a very good memory when it comes to a lot of things. Like the games are just like maybe this is maybe on my brain just focuses more on things that are important to me. I don't think games are that important to me or TV shows. I'm more of like when it comes to the people. Like I try to keep my memories centered around people I care about and my workload. So unless this becomes a career, my brain on what I've done last episode is just not there. But yeah, I will say that, like I was saying, I want to move over to OBS because it's a fancier setup, and that's what pretty much I think everybody uses for like streaming and recording and so forth. And I don't know, I think it'd be fun to try to learn a new setup, a new editing style. So look forward to that if y'all are interested. But yeah, I chose a really bad time to try to come to I should have probably waited a little bit more before coming there, but I don't know. I will say I do remember. I just remember we got the backpack mod, and I was so happy. I still recall like how awesome that mod is because it just like it's just so useful to have. Also, just for context, if I go silent, it's because I'm drinking I have something to drink to kind of recharge my rambling voice because I'm a huge rambler. And how did I not notice? I just noticed the lucky block as they're coming up to me. I wasn't even paying attention. Let's see what's in here. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? I have no idea. Oranguru. What Pokemon was Oranguru? I can't remember. Was that like a psychic type or something? I don't care. I was hoping more so for like a couple Pokeballs or something because I just want to make sure I have plenty of Pokeballs in case we find something really good with a high catch rate. Which got me questioning the the catch rate of Pokemon. I wonder if they're like in this game, it has a similar mechanism where being if it's a common Pokemon, you'll have you know, common an easy chance to catch like Rattata. The only reason I asked that is because I recall in Pixelmon the capture rate's kind of weird in the sense of I remember watching. And granted, this is an older story. Sky does Minecraft. He was doing a Pixelmon. What was it? I think a server playthrough. He caught Rayquaza with a moon ball on his first try. He only had the one moon ball. It wasn't like he sat there for hours. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of insane. I mean, granted, I'm not stupid enough to try that. If I see Rayquaza and I'm not prepared, I'm not going to challenge him. I'm sorry. I think I've played too much regular Pokemon to take that gamble, which got me upset that ZA hasn't arrived. I was really looking forward to playing it day one and streaming it, but I guess it's a sign that I'm just not ready to stream yet, which that's how I'm going to look at it. So I'm actually going to be recording it like a normal gameplay, which hopefully that doesn't deteriorate from the viewership of those watching. Which, like I said, it's fine. I'm not too big. This is the main reason why me and El Rob or Boss or Luke or whatever the heck you want to call him. I just gave him my intro. Why he I could not do what he does. Again, I if you want to know who he is, go to my friendly neighbor. I shouted him out in that video, and I'll be shouting him out in another horror video I'll be doing pretty soon, related to Minecraft. So stay tuned for that if you are interested. But he has a very scheduled like day when it comes out things like he's like 2 p.m. we're gonna be doing this, 4 p.m. on this day we're doing this. He's just like wild to me when it comes to that. Like anyone who does scheduling is really awesome to me because it's just the one talent I can't do. Not because I can't or I won't, because it's so like it's hard for me to wrap my head around. You would expect to be free. Like I understand time management. Actually, I'm gonna change my rant. That's the weird thing. I suck at scheduling, but I'm pretty good with my time management skills. Like when I leave the house to go to work, I know like okay, if I leave the house at this time, I'll arrive to work at this time. But for some reason, I in my head I can't schedule a day out. Like for example, I can't tell myself, oh, I'll do this by 3 p.m. and be done by 4. I don't know why I can't do that despite that skill. I don't know if it's like ADHD or something else. I don't know. I don't. I'm not complaining per se. Ooh, what is that? A dungeon? Just not sure. I'm gonna check this out another episode for sure. I'm gonna wait till I get the class upgrade to do that. But yeah, I'm just like I don't know why I can't do it despite my like I'm capable. I'm pretty sure I am. It's just one of those I don't know if it's just something like I don't know. Like I just think you gotta be another breed to do that person. That's just me. Well, what's been going on with me other than ZA, the mic, and headphone? Because I feel like it has been a while. Granted, it always feels like a while whenever I record because I'll go a week without recording, sometimes 2 weeks, and then just like drop a video. And I feel like I'm doing like a podcast. So not much has changed compared to last video and stuff. Like the only thing that's interesting going on here, as of like again, when I'm speaking of like as of the day I'm recording this, or as of the day I'm reviewing this or whatnot. Like I do have some plans to play Fortnite for the YouTube channel, which I'm excited for. And it's gonna I don't know if it's gonna be a one-time thing or if it's gonna be a consecutive thing. So stay tuned, I guess. But aside from that, I don't know if let's see. Not much, honestly. I had lunch with my son today, which was a very fun experience. I went to his school, had lunch with him, and it was really interesting. I didn't get to meet his teacher, but other than that, I'm trying to think. Got to see my mom today, which was really nice. You can always make time for your family. The family you choose or the family you have. But I'm not gonna preach family because that's a whole other like can of worms for some people. So just know that like nobody's born in this world alone. That's something that I've grown up telling myself. You always got somebody out there that cares about you, even if they don't seem like it. It's hard to explain, but you have people that whoever's watching this, or if you weird ramble, but yeah, like I said, today was more of just a family visiting kind of day because I got 4 days in a row off, and I'm definitely gonna make time to work on videos, make sure things go up properly, and just kind of put in some work. Work on my book a little bit because I'm finishing up the prologue now. I've been finishing up the prologue, but I've just every time I say I'm going to do it, I end up spacing out and just I don't know. I need to get that checked because I think I've been spacing out more than I normally do, and that's kind of a big problem. But yeah, I don't know. Really, ultimately, there's I do want to do a few other videos. Like, I don't know if I want to start doing other Minecraft series on top of this one. Like, do I want to dedicate one to a non-modded series or something else? I'm not sure. I could always record with, shout out to Louise. Uh, wow, the names of my own friends I can't even think of. And this is on Instagram too. So go to Instagram and look up Louise the Art Owl. She, if I'm just gonna do a Minecraft unmodded survival, so no mods whatsoever, I'm definitely going to be doing it with her because she's like a Minecraft like fan. She plays a bunch of sandbox Minecraft, Palia, Stardew Valley, which I didn't get back in Stardew Valley. She made me love that game, in all honesty. Umbrella Slope. Oh my lord. Did I just get like a wait, did it say something about blocking? I'm not sure. I gotta check that out. Let me organize this a little bit. Make sure that Okay, but I do want to test this. It acts like a shield. Oh my god, I forgot how ridiculous that was. Oh man. But it does replace the shield. That's hilarious. I just gotta remember and know, does it have a durability? Because I will say, if it does not have durability, we just found probably the most overpowered weapon. Or not weapon, but yeah, it says can be used as a shield. Okay. Oh, this is awesome. Funny enough, this reminds me, earlier today, I did see a guy out in the sun with an umbrella. I don't know if that's a weird thing or not, but is that normal or is that just me? I don't know. I think umbrella, I'm thinking rainy day. I'm not thinking sunshine and rainbows because I mean it's been hot lately because I mean it is kind of like the still the end times of summer almost. So summer is still kind of in the mist right now, so it's hot outside, but it's not like raining or cold or anything. I don't know. I mean, I went out just fine. Came back sweating because I was riding my bike, but I'll be able to eat. Which great bike ride I had. And I'm sorry, look, I didn't mean to hit you. But yeah, sorry for kind of sounding like I'm doing a mixture of talking in the future, but also recording in the moment. I'm just trying to I'm just engaging with the video. Obviously, what is this? Looks like a like like when I don't know, like some kind of like meteor crashed. Ooh, Sawsbuck. I love Sawsbuck. Maybe I should catch a Sawsbuck because that'd be a fun Pokemon to ride on the back of. I want to get some snow because I want to make some. I don't know if I want to make anything with it yet, but definitely just having some snow. I guess I'm just kind of just gathering random stuff because you never know what these mods are going to ask for. Because that's one thing about mods I like is in base Minecraft, there's not much you can do with copper, but as you can see in my hand, it gives you more stuff. Like I have a copper weapon that's not in base Minecraft, which is something funny to for me to say because I don't know much about the base Minecraft mod, but I do understand like a few things that are within it. So I don't know if that's just me or not, but I love how it gives attention to all the assets of Minecraft, or at least some ones do, which is why I love mod packs because it gives you more stuff you can do. Like I knew when I was gonna do a. This is actually really fun to do, by the way. I can't stress this. There's actually gliders also I can get, which that's gonna be a video to figure out how to make it of its own, but we're gonna be doing a lot before we take on Ender Dragon and Twilight because I want to make sure I'm as like prepared as possible because I don't know what I'm going to be facing in those mods. I do intend to do another Minecraft modded game, but with different mod setups, just to kind of like play around. But I don't know if I'll be doing that for a video series or not, or just a one-time thing. We'll find out. But anyway, the I lost my train of thought. I was on with the glider. This was fun. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, that's right. I was talking about mod packs because like mod packs, it gives you even more so because it's multiple mods in one, and that's why I was like, I know if I did a Minecraft modded series, I would want at least like 5 to 10 mods. And funny enough, getting this computer, which still kind of brings me mixed feelings, in all honesty. The I got like 200 plus mods, and it's kind of insane that I was able to do that. I didn't think I was even going to have 100 or let alone 50. But this is a really good. I don't know what the computer brand exactly is. I think it's like Intel or something like that. But no, I've been enjoying this computer. I got all my favorite games on here for the most part. I got some new games to play and try out for the future recordings, or if not recordings, just my own pastime. Uh, and with the assistance of like this mic and headset and the capture card that I got and whatnot, I'm decked out. I do want to get my hands on like a soundboard and maybe like an auto tuner just to play around with. And I don't know, I feel like those would be just fun to have ultimately. But I did the verse of the day, right? Yeah, I did. It was it was Peter. I was just trying to remember. But yeah, there's a well, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Yeah, I got this big tart curd or huge cup, or I don't know if it's called tart curd. I might pronounce it. and it's got like water. And yeah, I need to start working on like my speech therapy. That's kind of one reason why I try and make my videos kind of ramble-ish because it's helping me practice talking and public speaking and such. So I'm kind of just using it kind of like an open diary in a way. I don't know if that was ever obvious or not, but that's just me though. But yeah, let's see. Let me think. Has anything else interesting happened to me? Oh, so I was playing Let's Go Eevee the other day, and also to those who hate the Let's Go games, I understand y'all's hate, but the games are not that bad. If you ask me, Sword and Shield was way worse, but that's just and it actually works. There's no durability. Oh my lord, that's awesome. That definitely the greatest thing I've found in this game, next to the claw attachment, which I think increased my oh I'm now stuck, which now which increases my swing speed. But anyway, I was playing Let's Go the other day, and in the background I'll be watching Markiplier play Among Us. I don't know why I keep watching those videos. They're just so funny to me. I think it's just the way he plays it. Like he was talking about how some people won't like how I play it. I was like, bro, you are the only Among Us person I watch. You're actually fun to watch. I don't get the new stuff, so I just stick with what I know in that aspect of this. But anyway, I need to get back into it. Though. I'm gonna start looking up new YouTubers about that because Among Us is a fun game to watch and listen to people like play, especially on TikTok. I've been watching this guy called I Am Kira. But anyway, back to my side tangent. The I was playing Let's Go Eevee, which is one of my favorite Pokemon games because aside from the Eevee, I just kind of love the Kanto region. It's one of my it is a favorite. I feel like everybody can agree Kanto is a good region. And I just turned on the game. I kid you not. I had got home. I think it was I got home from work or I just woke up. One of those two, right? And I sat down. I ate something. I turned on my game. Entered it. I loaded up. Had the whole reloading my save. I'm next to a patch of grass. I forgot which route I was on. I was on the route towards Lucia City on the right side of the game. So not the Pokemon road, the south of Lavender Town. I haven't taken out Snorlax. I actually went around Snorlax because I was going to come back and take it on later. But that was before. Anyway, I opened up the save. I'm in that location. There's patch of grass. The first thing to spawn on my screen is a shiny Pidgeotto. I now have a shiny Pidgeot, which is insane to me because I did this. So recent Pokemon event occurred, and I'll actually kind of repeat what I spoke about to a few friends because this to me is still very insane. So I make it very clear I am a Pokemon fanatic. It's one of my favorite franchises personally, right? But I was playing. Oh Lord, what was it? I think I was playing Arceus. I found, and I kid you not, six shinies in a row, and I have a weird correlation with shinies. But before I get to that, right? I asked ChatGPT because I didn't want to Google this because I thought I was going to get an off answer. I'm not good with math. I asked if a shiny Pokemon is one out of like 4,096, what are the chances of finding six in a row? They respond with the chance of finding six shinies in a row without boostful odds, which is exactly what happened. I wasn't using the mechanics to decrease the spawn rate. Even if I did, and I have in the past, that never technically justifies finding six shinies. Also, hell yeah to redstone. I did not expect to run into redstone in the overlay, but then again, it's mods. You never know what to. What is this? Was this like a contraption or something? And I just broke it? Well, I broke the vase, if anything else. But anyway, basically, like, I asked about like the odds, right, or the chances, and it said without boost for full odds. So that's without the hordes that you can find because this is Arceus, so there's no hordes. I haven't beat the game. I haven't done the Pokedex yet, so we're talking like full odds, right? it says according to this, and any math majors out there, correct me. And I was wrong. I told the story to other people without reading this, so I was off on my numbers. I was saying people it was 7.3. It's actually the chance to find six shinies in a row was about 1 in 4.7 sextillion. That's a 22 digit number. I basically just was blind. And I know the answer is a yes, but I was like, so am I lucky? If you actually found six full odd shinies in a row without Shiny Charm, Medusa method, boosted odds, or anything like that, you're astronomically lucky. The odds, 1 in 4.76 sextillion, are so tiny that in practice, you're more likely to be struck by lightning multiple times in a row for this to naturally happen. Or I don't know what it meant at the end of that, but I was like, holy hell. And I can't remember what all the shines were. I think I just remember I found two wormholes. I found. I honestly I can't remember. I'll have to look them up later. But I found six in a row, and that was the luckiest break I ever had. And I swear, the I mentioned earlier I have a correlation. Whenever I found a shiny in the past, for some reason something good happens sometime afterwards. Kind of like a way of God telling me, "Hey, I'm about to bless you," which made finding shinies more exciting for me, and the whole reason why I don't do shiny hunts. Oh, are you a cousin of Mazel? I'll tell him you said hi. See you later. But anyway, I I found six full shiny, and I don't shiny hunt because I like to think of them as actual rarities. Because I feel like if I shiny hunt, it takes away their value to me. Which the irony of that is, in my Pokemon home, I have basically a box and a half of shinies, which I might do a giveaway at some point. So if you're interested, make sure to like and subscribe because I wouldn't mind doing a giveaway for our viewers. I'll make an official video when I do, but that's me kind of hinting at I might, we'll see. But anyway, I found those six shinies. I have a box and a half. Is that a? It's like an Earth. That looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna get a picture of that. I don't remember if I took a picture of the recording, but I'm definitely gonna. Actually, I don't think I did. But anyway, the I found these all in Let's Go RC. No, Let's Go RCs. Oh, that'd be imagine RCs as your starter. Anyway, Legends RCS. I ended up having six shinies. It was nice, and today not today, but I think it was yesterday or the day before. I found a shiny Pidgeot. I don't intend to use it right now for in this gameplay because my main flying types I already have enough flying types in this gameplay. But just having it's really cool. I'm definitely gonna get a. I'm probably gonna use it at some point, maybe in a ZA. But I think Pidgey is gonna be in ZA. I'm not sure. I'm imagining because I'm basing it off more so the XY Pokedex. But then again, this is a whole new generation, so who knows? I do want to get some more Apple because I want to make like a Pokemon themed building at some point, which is going to require like a lot of concrete too. But we'll see. But real quick before I forget, if there's any buildings y'all want me to build or things I'm gonna do like a side series in this same world where I'll do like build requests. So if you want me to like try to build a certain structure or whatnot, like just comment below what y'all want me to build. I do have a few already planned to find, and this kind of will be like I said, it's gonna be a separate series, but it's gonna be in the creative builds kind of tab because some builds will be in creative, some will be in survival, depending on my level of gameplay. But it's not going to affect. But like I said, my rule. I think I've talked about this in the past, but if I haven't, here's me talking about it now. My rule of thumb with like creative mode or the use of it is I try not to rely on it in the sense of like when I was building my house, I used it to kind of make sure that everything looked fine on like the sides and whatnot. I wasn't like it looked evened out. I didn't try to do too much. And then when chopping down those trees, I kind of had to use it to make sure I was clearing out the leaves in the sky because if I saw floating leaves and such, it would have completely stressed me. And we found a ruby fire, Oswald's ores. Ooh, that's not, it's a dual enchantment thing. That's kind of cool. I wonder if we'll find oh, did we find another one? Overheat. Ignites the launch. What? Is that like for a gun or something? I don't know. But anyway, so as I was saying, the oh, that really took away my train of thought. Oh Lord, I can't remember for the life of me. I need to get that. Like that. I need to get. Oh yeah, I was talking about Minecraft cheat certain commands and such. Like I try not like my rule. If the only way you could cheat in Minecraft to me is if you go into creative mode and are just like giving yourself all the stuff you need. Like for example, diamonds and such, just to be overpowered from the start. Like as y'all seen in this video, I haven't used a single diamond tool or any of the episodes prior. If I was to give myself a tool, hypothetically, and I haven't, but let's just say I did, right? Let's just say I gave myself an iron axe. Like to me, that's fine, solely because I have reached an iron level. But personally, I would always go down one. So instead of an iron, I'd give myself a stone axe to kind of keep it fair. But ultimately, why would I give myself when I could just craft it? I'm going to craft my tools, but that's just me saying I can justify like that usage because at least you're not making yourself overpowered. You're just trying to not waste your time going if you're far away from your house. Because for me, I can just teleport. But if you're like blocks and blocks away from your house and you don't have much of your stuff on you, it just saves you time. So I can understand using it for small stuff like that. But ultimately, I like to use creative mode just for more so, just making sure that things look nice. I have finished my house properly. I didn't miss a spot, stuff like that. To me, those are what I use it for. And honestly, if I was to, oh, that guy's got some like magic hands. All right, let's go. Come on. Oh, wait, you got a bone now? Oh, he buffed himself. Oh, we saw that. Oh, it's a pillager. I didn't even notice that. Okay, note to self: there is some kind of snow pillager outpost around here. Good, good, good to know. I did not realize we were on that side of the map. Got some bricks. We can make some pods from that. We can make a pod. I'm just gonna kind of loot around this stuff. The more the merrier, I always say. And we got some emeralds. I gotta do some like actual villager trades at some point because I think I have a few emeralds I could spend. And I know in this mod pack, some of the villagers, there's new types of villagers too. On top of that, so I just noticed him a little bit. Is he buffing himself? But he is slowing me down. So come on, come on. I'm probably gonna die. I don't know if it's like frostbite. Yep, there we go. Isolager using magic. I wonder if I can use similar magic. Well, that was more like what sorcery, if you want to get technical, because he used his hands. But I don't know. We'll find out. I do know that. I think I've said this before, but if I hadn't, I'm gonna do a class upgrade. I'm giving myself three classes primarily, but I'm gonna dedicate to one. So I'm gonna go for the priest and archer. Archery so I can get bow and arrows and make sure I have some like range attacks outside of spell casting until I can at least get a practically infinity amount of runes. And then priesting so I have a healing option aside from food because I can't craft potions just yet. I don't have any of the materials for it, but I would like to be able to heal myself in battle. Granted, the priest spell is not the best healing, but it would speed up the healing process of food some way. So my major class is going to be probably just something magic based because I do want to cast spells. I feel like that's a big, like that's kind of the big thing of me because Minecraft you can't do that naturally, so it seems more interesting, right? But I am gonna go for magic. I'm not sure which one. I'm probably gonna go for fire, but we'll see. But I would have done like warrior or something like that. But ultimately, I would only go for that just to get the weapon in hand. But I can already craft stuff. Like I got a few knives, I got a double-handed axe, I can make spears, I can make a katana easily. I might make one later if I hadn't already, but yeah, just like I don't need to do all of that, a lot of that stuff. So I'm just gonna do the ones I want or need, which again, arrows, priest for healing, and then my primary class, which is I'm like I said, I'm gonna make it magic based. But that's all I got in terms of like ideas and such for that. Hold on, let me check something real quick. All right. Sorry, I was just checking my phone for something. Wow, that was timed actually perfectly. I was checking my phone to make sure that nobody was texting or calling. I didn't realize my character stood still at that exact moment. So that's kind of funny to me. I don't know if that's bad or good. I'm not a good YouTuber at all. But no, aside from that, I even told that's funny enough I say that. I said that in the to my friend. I was asking about tech support for OBS and all that. And I was just like, he made a whole server so I can get some help with my OBS setup. And he's like, so what's your issue with OBS? And I was just like, Misa dum dum, not so techy. And someone translated that perfectly. And they were like, oh, okay, I can help you with whatever tomorrow. I'm like, okay. And I'm just like, you translated my idiocy. Whoever I think their name is Virgo. Shout out to Virgo if they're watching this because Misa dum dum. And I wasted all that wood just on that one chiseled shell. It looks so weird, but yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be a problem now. I'll probably just make one more regardless. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, now we're just gonna kind of do some light decorating. Like I'm gonna do definitely more. Oh, I guess we can't re-pick it up once we place it. Oh well. I wanted to do some light decorating around the house and get things set up. I'm gonna combine the enchantment table with like the what's it called? I forgot what it was called. The class selection thing. I forgot what the table for it was called. But I'm gonna combine the two because I know they both are powered by bookshelves in the same way, like enchantments are. So basically, and I think I'm gonna do the where I have the cross glass thing at. I think that'll be fun to have it set up like that. So I'm making a lot of bookshelves. How much am I gonna get out of 52 books? Let's find out. I'm just trying not to have to constantly put more wood. I'm trying to break it apart or whatever you call it. Like I have a weird crafting method. I don't know if it's just my brain or something else. I'm just a weird person overall. Anyone who knows me can tell you that. But anyway, I'm just happy to I want to get more into the decorative stuff because if there's one thing about games I do like, it's decoration. I don't know if that's a wild take or not, but we made 45 bookshelves. That's insane. I thought we'd be making less, to be honest. But I do love like decorating. I like creating stuff. That's one reason why I like sandboxes. Like custom characters and stuff is something I love in a game. I don't need it, but it's definitely like one of those types of games I just enjoy having or options. Like hot take probably, but when Lego Star Wars the Skywalker Saga came out, I think it was a real weird choice to take away the character creation. And for me, and Lego games have a different ruling for me, but I do think it took away from what kind of game Lego Star Wars is. And the reason I say that is because for me in Lego games, one way that I have always considered achievements in Lego games was to buy characters to get the parts for them so you can make a character using like say Darth Vader's lightsaber, for example. And that's just how I've always looked at Lego games in that aspect. So it kind of makes me not want to progress the game well, not progress the game, but at least buy the characters. Like for example, like I had no interest in buying certain characters due to that spellbinding table. That's what it's called, and now I can place it right there. But yeah, I just wasn't interested in. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. I just wasn't interested in the whole game for that reason because it was like if I can play it and beat it just fine. It's a fun game mechanic. It's fun. I actually love the controls of the Skywalker Saga, but it's just like it's not saying I have over 400 plus characters, and I'm just over here like I don't want to collect these characters because as much as I love Star Wars, I hate to admit I don't know Star Wars well enough to like dwell that deep into it. Like they're talking about characters that were only featured in like one scene of the movie, for example. I don't know. It's a weird take, definitely, but it's just like if I and I don't need custom characters to play a game. And I've proven that with many games that I do play personally. But it's just like I think Lego Star Wars for me is a bigger deal due to the fact of it was the first Lego game to implement character creation. Like with I don't not the video game, but the original series. So again, probably a hot take, but it was enough for me to not really beat the rest of the game. I do think about like replaying it, but for like a stream or something like that. But aside from that, I don't know. We'll find out. That's kind of like something more so for future me to consider or think about. But either way, um, without talking too much bad about it, I will say one thing I'm definitely gonna be playing more of is Maple Story, especially with Classic Worlds coming back. But I do want to keep playing the original. I'm going to make a new character eventually. They updated their HUD and character selection screen, so it is a lot more different than what it was before. So I am interested to see what's up with that. So make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for that. And also let me know, of course, if there's any games y'all would like me to play, because that is definitely something of interest that I have no idea why I threw that book. Okay. But let's get back to this. So, like I said, priest, archery, and some type of magic. I don't know exactly which one of magic I'm gonna do, but I know for a fact we gotta get the holy book and the archery manual because that's really gonna be my surefire path to kind of getting through this a lot easier. Because, like I said, it gives you 64 arrows and it gives you emeralds too. I just realized I didn't even notice that. Now, as for magic, I don't really do frost. Arcane's honestly, I might go for arcane, but guys, I gotta go for the fire. It's kind of like my natural instinct to choose fire because you can't beat arson. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go for fire, 100%. Plus, I think I have another item that uses fire magic. But I think that's just I don't know if that's 100% though. So, but yeah, like I said, primarily I am a fire wizard, but I just have the subclass of archer. But anyway, as I was saying, so if there's anything like that, like I said, like no hate to the Skywalker saga, I just think that it was silly for them to get rid of the character creation. But I do think about streaming it one of these days or playing through it just to see, like, just to kind of experience it in its full, knowing what's in there now. Because at the time, it was just I thought it was just a rumor thing. I don't believe anything I read until the games come out. But to clarify my what I was saying was I didn't know character creation was really taken out until the game came out. I had already pre-ordered it, I believe, as well. So sucks to suck, I guess. Also, I just wanted a hammer. I'm gonna be honest with you. A hammer sounds pretty cool to have. But anyway, but I do know, like I said, one of these days I'll probably go back and replay it. But I will say the best Lego game for me, honestly, and this kind of contradicts what I said earlier, but Lego DC Super Villains. I just loved how you got to join the cast of the DC world, similar to DC Online, which I did play a little bit with a old friend of mine. And granted, I wish I played more of it with him, but I don't know. work, I can't sit on a game for hours on end like I used to. Like I just can't. Like one game at least. I have to switch things up every so often between like TV or other games or maybe just other stuff to do. I don't know. I'm not much of a gamer as I used to, which no shame on that whatsoever. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, their own taste, and that's just something you gotta respect, you know? Like the only person that can truly judge another person is the Lord himself. That's how I look at it. Like we can't be going around hating other people. We can't be going around persecuting in the sense of like I mean, you can have an opinion on a person and you can dislike a person, but at the end of the day, like you gotta forgive people. You gotta let things go. And that was the hardest pill for me to swallow. I actually swallowed it big time recently. Like had a few people that disliked me do a lot of awful things towards me, and police got involved ultimately. But I will say, like, even with it being an ongoing situation, I've long since forgiven them with all my heart. Like, I'm not focusing on what I did or what they did. I'm focusing on what I'm doing going forward with my life, you know? Like, I'm focusing on my job and the friends and family I have now. And to me, that's what matters. So now that we got set up, I'm happy about that. Long time coming to get this set up. Not sure what I'm going to be doing next episode now that I'm looking around at like stuff. I do know I need torches because that's like something I've always been bad about managing is torches. But yeah, we got even more fire rings. We got a whole bunch, and this right here was the item house. This kind of like the main, not the main reason why I wanted to be a fire mage, but it was kind of like one of the things I found in one of the corrupted episodes that never got released. It said more fire. I'm not sure how it works. It's not firing anything. It's not using the room, so it's not like I'm wasting. It looks cool though. Like I got like an aura going on. I gotta screenshot that and take a photo of it and just be like, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, it's a lock on thing. Oh, that's kind of nice, honestly. I won't lie. I think it uses one rune each. I don't know if that, yeah, that's the basic spell. But yeah, we got some fire tools, which is awesome. Uh, Scorch and Fire. And then, like I said, the priest spell does healing, and we got the bow and arrow. So we're pretty stacked now, which I'm happy about. But I think that's where I'm in this video. Thank y'all for watching. If you can, please like and subscribe and share this with your friends, family, and whatnot. And stay tuned for episode 7, which will actually be recorded normally. And with that being said, God bless.